I thought today I'd show you guys, since we're getting ready for Quesorama at Feedback 2017, the greatest hit of 2016. Frito Pie, upside down. So, you start your freaky deaky chili that goes on your Fritos with dried chili peppers. I've got a combination of cascabel or pasilla, New Mexican chilies, and ancho chilies, which are the mildest of the dried chilies. You stem them and seed them, cover them with beef stock, and reconstitute them, make them soft again. The benefit of using dried chilies instead of just chili powder is you get this concentrated liquid. You get an infused stock to really deeply, heavily flavor that chili, taking it to a whole other level. Then, because this is hot liquid still, okay, I take, just to be safe, a kitchen towel, pop that over the top before you puree. Then you're gonna let that go for a minute or so until it's really, really smooth and you've made this intense chili stock. In our pan, it smells so good in this studio because everything's better with bacon. So, for every 2 pounds of ground beef, and I like an 80-20 mix of ground sirloin, for every 2 pounds of ground beef, I use 4 thick slab meaty chunks of bacon from the butcher counter. You render the bacon first, then in the drippings you brown your ground sirloin. Once that's really fragrant, now we're ready to add our dried spices and toast them. Of course, we always season with salt and pepper from above so you get even seasoning. Black pepper, of course. And then we're gonna do 2 palmfuls, scant tablespoons of cumin, ground cumin, nice and smoky. And then you add about 2 tablespoons of chipotle and adobo, which are dried chilies that are almost pickled in vinegar and spices, and very smoky and delicious. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon each of nice bright ground coriander, or 1 palmful, and an equal amount of pimenton, or smoked sweet paprika. Really beautiful earthy flavor. Then we're gonna add 1/3 of a palmful, or 1 teaspoon of ground Mexican oregano. And we're going to add just a bit, I'd say a scant teaspoon of allspice. That's the thing that makes them go, what is that? Now you wanna toast those spices, stir it around so it really hits your nostrils and you're developing the flavor. Oh, God, that smells so good. And then, because I'm a little Italian girl, I put garlic in everything because it tastes good. So, garlic, of course, goes in. And we're gonna spin that around, and then you're gonna deglaze. That means you're gonna lift all the good gunk and all of that great flavor up from the bottom of the pot by slowly adding in our beef stock that's been pureed. Now, at this stage of the game, I add in 1 large Spanish onion or 2 medium yellow onion. And I throw a lid on the pot and let the onions sweat. And I turn the heat down a bit. We were browning the meat over medium-high heat. I turn the heat back a bit to medium, let the onions sweat in the pot. That goes for about 10 minutes, and it looks like this fellow over here. Hello, buddy, you smell like Texas. All right, now we're going to add tomato paste, a few squirts or tablespoons. When you can smell the tomato flavor in the air, you're cool, you can add the next ingredient. In this case, a couple of fat gulps of Worcestershire sauce. And then we've got our beautiful puree. This is the fortified beef stock with all of those dried chilies. We let them reconstitute, and then we develop this delicious, thick, gorgeous, oh, look at that, reddish brown, goodness. Then, your choice, you can add 2 cups of water to lift up all of that great flavor from the bottom of the pot, or you can add a beer. Then a great trick and a necessity in Texas-style chili for me is a little bit of masa or fine ground cornmeal, or you can grind up a couple of Fritos or tortilla chips and throw it in there. But a little bit of sweet fine ground corn is a lovely thickening agent, and it also makes a balance to all of the spice and heat of the chilies with a lovely sweetness. It's very almost buttery in the background. A little bit of masa harina goes in, and then we're going to add another staple to Texas cooking and Tex-Mex cooking is diced chilies and tomatoes combined. A couple of that, and then to bean or not bean is up to you. My family with this particular recipe, we rolled with a medium amount of pink beans. So we put in our little beans and we let that simmer to thicken back up. How do we serve this? Well, all you really know is that it's going to go into a cute little sack of Fritos. I'm going to serve one of our great team members of our culinary team. This is Tina Woo, and I call her Woo Woo because she's so hot. Woo Woo! Hot and baby on board. So this year she's staying here to cook her kid, so she can't be with us in South by Southwest. So she's gonna be the first one to get the upside down Frito Woo! All right. And let me tell you, that baby's a little girl, but it likes it just as spicy as its mama. It can roll deep. So we're gonna pour in our spicy chili.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Right into the bag, y'all! Look at that!
No mess, no cleanup.
No mess, no cleanup. Woo, you want cheese?
I want cheese, I want onions, I want it all.
You want it all!
I want it
Onions,
all.
cheese,